Hey, how's this connection? Okay, give me just a second. I'll be right back with you. Look at this, how beautiful this is today, huh? Ooh, it's beautiful. Hold on one second, all right? Okay. Let me get my chair set up here. Oh, hope everybody's doing well today. Real quick, while I have your full attention, I just put, my guys were supposed to load it today to make CardoneU free for all of you out there that maybe you lost your job or you're scared right now. You can grab CardoneU for free, and in it, I think you'll see at the very top of it, there's 12 or 13 videos. I think there's an introduction video and then 12 tips for how to get a job for free. You can get that for free. It's 12 videos, training on, it'll take you about maybe 50 minutes to get through the whole 12 trainings, how to get a job for free. I'm doing great today. I hope you guys are doing great. And if you know somebody that's out of work, if you know somebody that maybe got cut, or 21 million people are out of work right now, folks. Businesses and industries around the world, this is the fastest reversal of employment numbers in the history of the United States. And while I can't change that, we had to let people go at my office that we had just loaded. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? Revell, how you doing? We had people that we hired in the second week of March that we had to let go literally a week later. So there's also, we're loading information this week. Again, you can grab this for free on how to get the government money, the PPP money, which is coming. There's more of that coming, I've been told. EIDL money, which we've been successful at grabbing. And most of you watching this are probably qualified to get all this. You just need to know how to do it, okay? CardoneU, yeah, CardoneU. We sell CardoneU to companies just right now. Getting CardoneU for 20 grand, it's free right now. You can get it for 30 days, no cost. 30 days, no cost. At the end of 30 days, I think the most you could spend is $99. You don't have to buy it later. You don't have to get it again. Everybody needs to help out right now. We're doing what we can to help out. And people feeding their neighbors right now. So much goodwill going on right now. Let's see what this man has to say. What are you doing to help? What are you guys doing to help people? Because everybody needs help right now. Everybody needs inspiration. Everybody needs a positive word right now. And we're doing what we can over at Cardone Enterprises to help people. And I'm going to be coming on every day to share with you what we're doing and how we're trying to make a difference. Things we're learning right now. Kev, come on in, bud. My buddy Kev here. Adrian, how you doing? Josh, how you doing? Ma, Oceanfront 360. How can you get access to CardoneU for free? Go to CardoneU.com. CardoneU.com. Get it free for 30 days, I think. I think they had changed it to 14 days, but I said, let's go back to 30 days. But whatever it is, just use it for the 14 days or 30 days, whatever it is. Grab it, use it. Right now, turn the quarantine time into education time right now. I've been fired from 7 jobs. Three of those 7 jobs that I was fired from. God damn, it's beautiful today. Look at this. Three of those times, it was the worst unemployment. One of them was 25% unemployment. 3 of those times, I ended up with not only two of the 3 times. I ended up not only with jobs that would become like later. I would look up and say, man, I'm glad I was fired, because it ended up being a godsend. So this could prove for some people, prove to be a good thing. James Bert, how you doing, buddy? Could end up being a godsend for many of you if you've been let go or cut. Or I just want to do what I can. We have 108 employees at Cardone Enterprises, another 370 across our real estate portfolio. So what I can do, okay, I'll try you again, Kevin, in a second. whatever we can do to help out people right now, we want to be able to do. Okay, people need inspiration right now. What's going on, buddy?
Yes, GC, how you doing?
Good, James. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. I've got to say, I've been very much enjoying how you've handled the situation, and the marketing of I'm Going Bankrupt is absolutely phenomenal. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and there's some people like, oh, what about your brand value? Blah blah blah. I heard the interview the other day with Billie Jean, but I'm like, if this geezer is just after attention, then he's the master of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously nobody wants negative attention, but sometimes sometimes you're going to get that no matter what you do.
On a serious question though, what was it like being, because I heard the other day, you've been with Elena, you haven't been apart from her for 16 years, obviously with the kids, the biggest one's 8, you haven't been separated from them before, and obviously Elena's a big part of the empire, Hasten, the name of her book. What was it like to be separated from the crew? Because you lot are a proper crew together. Yeah,
nobody's asked me about that, but it was Sabrina and I were together for, I'm glad she was with me. At least I wasn't all by myself, because she got me through it. But it was the first time that we've been separated that for that long. So we are a crew, and we are a team, and so it didn't feel good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And did with everything else that's going on, I know that there's been times where, especially when you wrote the 10X rule, was when you were in difficulties and you came outside to Elena, you're like, I'm not sure we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think we could die here. And she said to you, does this look like death? And she was pregnant with your first child. I remember her saying, and she sent you off down the corridor and she went, do not come back out of that room until you've got the solution, pal.
Yeah.
Was it more difficult this time around because you didn't have your partner in crime who's going to either like lift you up or kick your ass?
Yeah, probably a little bit, probably a little bit more difficult. And I mean, obviously this time when you're going through it, it's always scarier than when you got through it, because whatever you've already gotten through, you're like, yeah, okay, I made it through that. But this is a scary time because you don't know when it's going to end. You don't know how bad it's going to be. It's completely different. We were hiring people in the first and second week of March that we had to let go literally 3 or 4 days later.
Yeah, it's mad.
And just because we had to go remote, like you guys have had to go, and we couldn't acclimate them and onboard them correctly.
Yeah, 100%. What's the next step? Are you literally sort of taking it day by day at the moment? Because obviously it depends on the situation, how long you're locked up for.
Yeah, I mean we're preparing. I'm actually preparing a 50-city tour right now around the country for free.
Oh wow, okay.
So I'm trying to get that going mid-May.
Mid-May.
Mid-May. I want to be back, whether there's 50 people in the room or 500. Huh?
Of course he is. Mid-May, when the rest of the world thinks we're still going to be locked down, GC's doing 50 cities.
I'll be the first one out, man. So I know I can help people right now. This is my bailiwick. This is where I know I can help people the best. I've been through 3 or 4 of these already. I've been unemployed before. I know what it feels like. I know how to go get a job in a bad market, and I'm gonna go around and spend my time and energy and resources to make sure I can help people.
100%. Legend.
Appreciate you, bro. Be great. Okay. Always love what you're doing.
Thanks, man. Good to speak to you. Take care, GC. Love to the family.
Yeah, that's James Bert official. Follow him. And by the way, when you come in here, guys, make sure you introduce yourself, okay? Because I want to. Anytime I do a live and I invite you guys in, I want to make sure my audience knows who you are.
DC, what's up, man? Good morning. How are you?
I love you, man.
I love you from afar, man. We love you here in the house. We've been paying so much attention to you for the last 4 years, literally. And I don't know who's running your social. And I love the fact that you're as active as you are. But we've been consuming all your stuff. We love real estate. We love the business side. So top of the morning to you. And top of the morning to all of your great followers. All the sports fans out there, all the fellow hockey fans, top of the morning to everybody around the world. Keep up your great stuff.
Let everybody know who you are in case they don't know.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks. I played in the NHL for 11 years, played pro hockey for 14, played in the league for 11. And towards the end of my career, that summer, that off season, I got these calls from the TV networks, and they were like, hey, do you want to start broadcasting? And I said, absolutely. So I jumped in 2 feet jumped all the way in. And here's what's interesting, right? So I started broadcasting. So I started with the NHL Network, which is the league's channel, which I'm currently on. So thanks to all you that watch us on the NHL Network. But I was living back home in Toronto at the time. So basically what I would do is Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. You talked about 10X. I was on the air Monday through Thursday night. Friday morning, go to the airport back in Toronto at the time, fly to do the West Coast game for Hockey Night in Canada, do color on the West Coast game, do the post-game show, fly all the way back cross-country Sunday, and then morning do it all over again. So as of now, I'm on TV more than pretty much any sports analyst in the world, just shy of 200 days. We also have Harold Reynolds over at MLB Network on the baseball side because we're in their building here in Jersey. But I'm on there all the time. And since this started, you know, we're doing shows on NHL Network. We do shows on MLB Network. But since this started, I wanted to, like you were just saying, which is interesting enough, I wanted to jump in and do more content for fans and for people. Because at this point in time, a lot of people are a little fearful. As you know, they're a little fearful. They're a little disoriented.
A lot of fearful.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to add value. I want to add as much value as possible. So as much as people watch us on the league network, on the NHL network, and behind me, you know, it was important for me to roll my sleeves up and do more. We have a lot of great fans and just great sports fans out there where sports is such a big part of their lives. And I just want to add as much value as possible, give them more content, more appointment viewing, and give them some positivity and give them a sense of normalcy, because sports is connective tissue, as you know.
Yeah. So Kev, tell everybody, like, because your transition from player to broadcaster, how difficult was that?
It's interesting. You know, both my parents are from Barbados in the Caribbean, but I was raised in Toronto because they had moved to Toronto. But I would say this, my dad will probably tell you that it's more natural because my parents are people. But honest to God, I really rolled up my sleeves. Like, I could have done 2 days a week, 3 days a week. That's not 10Xing anything. That wouldn't 10X anything. That's why I said, no, I'm going to be on every night. So what was interesting, though, what made it a little bit challenging is the studio stuff was sweet. It was cool. I still love the studio stuff that we do over at NHL Network here. But what was a little bit more challenging was doing color for the games. And I'm going to tell you why. This will make sense. First of all, I had to fly cross country. So I was doing the West Coast games for the Canadian teams on Hockey Night in Canada, right? So let's say they were playing the LA Kings. Say it was Vancouver or Calgary playing the LA Kings. I would fly Toronto all the way to LA. But then what was interesting about doing the games is the whole time you play, you're at ice level, right? So as a goalie, you're used to seeing, like, catchers in baseball. That's why you see so many catchers doing TV and baseball and so many of us former goalies doing TV and hockey. 90% of the games in front of you. 95% of the games in front of you. So that vantage point, you're like, oh, I got it. This is cool. But that's being at ice level or field level. But then you go up to the F-15 fighter jet and you get in the cockpit to do color, and now you're looking down on the game.
Yeah.
So that was a whole different deal. But honestly, I just literally rolled my sleeves up, and that's what they said. They said, listen, that's where the opportunity is. That's where the job is, to the games out west. Do you want it or not? You're hired. I'm like, I'm in.
Dude,
So
that's
that was
awesome,
the biggest
man.
challenge for me.
But it had to be scary, right? It had to be a bit scary, taking on something new.
You know what? That's the funny thing. And I've listened to you for years, and I love that you raised that. And our great mutual friend, and Tim Grover, does great stuff, obviously, as you know. And thanks for tuning into the stream the other day. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. But here's the thing. One thing that you'd know, every time you do a deal, you do your due diligence. You crunch your numbers. You always talk about knowing your numbers. But you're taking a huge step. It doesn't happen accidental. You take a huge step. You've got your capital. You have your team. You deploy the capital. And you're like, should I, shouldn't I? There's no should I, shouldn't I. You jump in. You're like, we've done our research. Let's roll. And that's the exact same thing for me when I did TV. At first, I was like, man. And then I said, no, let's go. That red light comes on. It used to come on behind me when you're in the net as a goalie when they score on you. But when the red light comes on for TV and it's time to go, let's roll. So you got to be vulnerable. And you got to put yourself in spots. That's where the goodness happens, is when you're vulnerable, when you're open, and you put yourself in a spot. That's the biggest thing that I can give to all your great loyal fans and followers that you have on here. You got to be open. You've got to be vulnerable. And just like anybody, every time Sidney Crosby gets the puck on his stick in our league, everybody's expecting him to make a play. You'll see tonight in The Last Dance, on the Bulls with the Chicago Bulls on Jordan. Anytime Jordan has the ball in his hands in basketball terms, somebody's expecting him to make a play. They're expecting him to do something big, but he's got to put his blank on the line to make that happen. And it's no different for any of you on this stream. So you can't play safe to have results. You got to get out there and roll your sleeves up and do your thing.
Well, and everybody's at risk right now, so you really don't have
Totally.
a choice. You just got
totally.
Now everybody's vulnerable right now, and so
big time.
This is great advice. I got to jump on your show one day.
I would love to come on, GC. Hey, listen, once again, man, you and Elaine and the kids, you guys are an outstanding example, man. And I'm just going to let you know, and I've heard you, I've been watching you actively. And for a lot of the fans that are tuned in right here, it's imperative that they continue to listen. And everything that you've said is coming to bear right now. This is what's interesting. Every single thing you talked about is coming to bear right now. And one of the tough things about this, because we're all in it together collectively, but one of the tough things about this right now is you've proven everything. You always do, but right now everything's happening exactly the way you said. So it's an opportunity for a lot of you great folks out there to make sure you roll your sleeves up, do a self-check. That's one of the great things about being a former athlete is you get instant feedback. You know that already. You're winning, you're losing. The team's winning or you're losing. So right now, do an instant feedback, see where you're at, see what you can do better, see how you can take your game to the next level, see how you can take your life to the next level, your career to the next level, and use this as an opportunity to be able to do that. No matter who you are around the world, we've got a lot of great fans out there, and a lot of great folks out there. So GC, props to you, man. Thank you. I'd love to come on. I'd love to have you on.
Yeah, I'd love to get on your show, get introduced to your audience. That'd be awesome, man.
I would love to. You just let me know what day this week if it works for your schedule, okay?
Okay. Yeah, email me rock@grantcardone.com.
Rock at Grant Cardone?
Yeah. Kev Weeks, guys. This is Kev Weeks. I want you to follow him on Instagram. KEVWEEKES. Kev Weeks, okay? Love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. Have a great day down in South Florida.
Thanks.
All right.
So look, he's telling you be vulnerable and then put yourself in play. You don't have a choice on the vulnerability thing right now. This thing is big. Somebody said, hey, they're not even participating in the pandemic. That's great. But I mean, this is affecting everybody. So you can't, it's nice to say you're not gonna participate, but I mean, I can't go to my office. So like I'm participating to whatever degree. I was literally shooting content from our studio yesterday, doing a live for 13,000 people. And the police came and said, you can't be here. I'm like, excuse me, but it's my office. I can be here. There's 3 people and 25,000 square feet. I'm not bothering anybody. And this is an essential business. I'm trying to help people get back to work. I know a lot of you have been affected by this pandemic, but most importantly, not just the coronavirus, you've been affected by people having to shut their companies down, industries that can't function. Right here in Miami, we have the cruise lines, hotels, condos trying to be sold, real estate's being affected. People are scared, man. 21 million people have been let go. 21 million people have been let go from their jobs. This is the fastest reversal of employment numbers in the history of the United States. Everybody's being affected. So what I did this week was I went and shot 12 videos, video training modules on how to get a job in a terrible market. In fact, how to get your dream job in a terrible market and how to get it before the government even sends you an unemployment check. The website is CardoneU.com, CardoneU.com. It's free. It's free for anybody out there. If you know somebody that lost a job, this is a program that we sell to companies for $20,000 to $40,000 a year, and you can get it free right now while we're all on lockdown at CardoneU.com. You'll see at the very beginning of it, there's going to be how to get a job in 72 hours, but there's so much material in there. Sales, how to start a business, social media marketing, how to become an influencer, sales and marketing, follow-up, prospecting, building a database, how to stay motivated, how to get disciplined, how to manage time, how to manage people remotely, how to access the SBA money, how to access the federal stimulus money. There's so much great data there. It's unbelievable. So I'm doing my part right now, my small part in helping people out. Help me help others. If you're a positive person, this is pivot time. You know, it's like Kev said, like you got to be vulnerable right now, because we all are vulnerable right now. And now is the time. Now is the time to work together, pull together, be positive together. Whatever you can give to help people out right now. Let me see. John Jer says, donate me some money. I'm going to give you something more than money, pal. I'm going to give you CardoneU. Okay, CardoneU will teach you how to get all the money that you want. Okay, CardoneU.com. It will be worth more than the money I could ever give you. And, you know, somebody told me once, they said, you know, when you go out and chop your own wood, it warms you twice. When you chopped it and when you use it. So chop your own wood, CardoneU.com. You guys got to do the training yourself. I'll give it to you. Take advantage of it. It's available at Chain Break. It's available for 30 days. Is it free for only a limited time? 30 days. Do whatever you want with it in 30 days. Okay. And use it as much as you want in 30 days. You can use it for 300 hours or you can use it for 1 minute. It's up to you how much you use it. So I'm here to help you. If you guys are new to me, my name's Grant Cardone. I've written 8 best-selling books, 13 best-selling multi-million dollar, 8-digit training programs. CardoneU.com's had over 45 million logins, maybe 54. I'm not sure what the number is. Might have those backwards. And telling you that content there will get you through this moment. If you have a small business and you're scared, get that training. If you are unemployed, get it. If you're worried about your job, get it. There's no family in America, and it's in 11 languages, by the way, so it's not just for English-speaking people. It's 11 languages we translated it into. Regardless of where you're at right now, regardless of what you're doing, regardless of who you are, how well you're doing, promise you that training platform, CardoneU.com, will help you with where we are at right now. This is my sweet spot right now. This is the moment in 2008. Who you know me of as today, whatever you see on social media about people talking about me, that is all because of what I've done in the last 12 years. 2008 was one of the great gifts of my lifetime. It didn't feel like a gift when it came to me, but it proved to be a phenomenal gift. Phenomenal. Okay. Also, any of you out there that love the 10X rule, if you'd like it on full video, you can get the full 5-hour video program for $1. So you could pay nothing to me right now, or you could pay $1. The most you can spend with me right now is $1. It's the website for the 10X rule. 5 hours of video is grantcardone.com/10X, grantcardone.com. Let me take some more people and let me take your question. What do you think about Iranian people? I love Iranian people. I was in Dubai. There was 100 Iranians that flew into Dubai. Was it Dubai or Singapore? Love those people. Hungry, open-minded, positive, phenomenal people. Let's see here. Questions. Should I study more or get a job? Well, you should get a job. If any of you that are out of work right now, first of all, you need to understand that you're not actually out of work. First thing you need to get is that your new job is to get a job. That's your job. When you lose a job, and I've lost 7 of them, when I finally quit feeling sorry for myself and licking my wounds and got over blaming and how I was unjustifiably let go, what I realized was, dude, my job now is to get a job. If you're out of work, you're not out of work. You got to quit telling people you're out of work. You're not out of work. Your new job is to get a job. Okay. Fabricio says, how about network marketing? Absolutely love network marketing. I would suggest everybody here be involved in network marketing. People say, man, you're always selling something, man. Look, I'm not in network marketing. I'm telling you, everybody here should be in some form of network marketing. Everyone. Why? Why should you be in network marketing? Because you get connected to people. People, man, you guys need people. Everybody. You've never met a successful person that didn't do it without people. Everybody's got to be involved in a network. Let's see here. Is 10X Rule the 10X conference that happened recently? No, that's not. The 10X Rule is 5 hours of me describing what Kevin was just talking about. How do I I'm doing something 5 times. How do I turn that into 50 times or 500 or 5,000? How do I scale my ideas, my energy, my time? How do I scale anything? How can I get your 10X book? I think you can get it at Amazon for 15. My website, I think it's 9, but you can get it on full video for $1. The 10X Rule. Top 10 inspirational books of all time. Converted to video. I read you the whole book and I start riffing off. It's 5 hours. I deliver 5 hours of content to you for $1. If you have $1, if you don't have $1, let me know. Anybody here doesn't have $1, please post below. I bet you I can find somebody to fund the $1 for you. Okay. I took 35 years of my life to figure out how to do this thing, and I'm not going to give it to you. It's going to be $1. I'll give you CardoneU for free. The 10X Rule is $1. If you got $1, let me know. If I'm taking advantage of people over $1, then me and you, we're probably thinking different here. Okay. Some people are so lazy, frankly, that they won't even take their credit card out for $1. Let's see. I have the book, but would like the audio. Okay. Hey, Petey, imagine the audio and the video program. That means I'm delivering it to you on your phone. So if you have a phone, rather than using Netflix for $1, you get the 10X Rule, and you get to own it forever. It's not a rental. Best audiobooks ever is from Uncle G. Thank you so much. Where's Secco? Secco's getting ready for a meeting. We're about to do a 12 o'clock conference call with our investors at Cardone Capital. Contrary to what you guys are hearing, Cardone Capital is in great shape. We have almost 8,000 units. I think it's 7,700 units right now in 26 different deals, maybe 27 different deals. We have 3 deals that we're trying to buy right now that we're still in the real estate market. We're very actively seeking real estate apartment buildings. Apartments will prove to be, all you got to do is look into the future. A year from now, apartments will be in a better condition 1 year from now than they are today. How do I maintain my health? This from It's Bout. And then I'll invite some people in. If you guys want to come in for video, let me know. And I'll introduce you to my audience. How do I take care of my health? I work out every day. I try to work out every day. And I find that every day is better than every other day or every third day. And I don't take a day off. So get house. Why are you not dispersing funds to your investors? If you're in my investor then at 12 o'clock today, I'm going to be talking got some great news for our investors today at 12 o'clock, and I'm happy to go over that with you. When you're running a business, folks, it's very important that you're prudent. You know, people just run through cash, man. They run through cash unnecessarily. When you're running a business, you need to make a decision what you're going to protect, particularly in times where you have this contraction around you going on that you're not in control of. You have to protect the investment. You got to protect your lenders. So the first thing to protect is, hey, I need to protect my company so that I don't lose my company. That's the first thing you do and why so many people lost real estate in 2008. They couldn't protect their real estate. I didn't lose any real estate in 2008. All my buddies went busted. You got to have financial prudency, and you got to stay solvent, and you need to stay with cash necessary to run activities in case the problems go longer. So we suspended our distributions to our investors. I've done this one other time in my career, and we suspend long enough to get through this. When there's certainty again, we go back to distributing to our investors and then make up what we're behind if we are behind at all. CardoneCapital.com is a website for you guys that want to know what I'm doing in real estate. I have $20,000 saved. What's the best thing for me to do with it right now? The only way for me to know that is to ask you about your situation. So I'm going to invite you in, Rel Ring. I think it's Rel Ring. Right now, guys, it's very important right now. Stay close to people that are positive, ignore people that are negative. Okay? If you're involved in anything negative, it's going to stick to you. There's no way being negative, passing on negativity, passing on rumors and gossip and what's happening to so-and-so and this guy, and what he said. There's no way that any of that's going to help you. It's just impossible. A man told me that once. He's like, Grant, there's nothing about negative that looks good on anybody. Let me see, Azil King. Let's see, I'm going to invite him in. Azil_King Arthur. Magic Blooms is here. Every day I'm going to come here until we get through this crisis. Every day, if you want to turn your notifications on. Hey, brother, how you doing?
Big Uncle Grant Cardone, how you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so last time we spoke, I was telling you about how I changed my life. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay, so I wrote this book.
Innocence to Arrogance.
From Innocence to Arrogance. It follows the journey of a 15-year-old kid and how he sees the world and how he sees opportunity. He's got big aspirations, big dreams in business, but he doesn't know any entrepreneurs. He doesn't know any successful businessmen. He only knows people that commit crime. They're the only people he can see that are achieving or that he thinks are achieving.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he goes on this journey and it doesn't end well. So
don't tell everybody. Tell everybody where they can get it.
It's available globally, Amazon, Waterstones, Target,
Walmart.
Innocent.
Guys, everybody go out and grab this book today. Innocence to Arrogance. Turn your downtime into reading time. It sounds like an awesome book, dude. You should send me a copy or I'll go grab one.
Grant, I've been emailing your staff constantly and it's just automated emails. Take my details and contact me because I want to start.
Send the email to rock@grantcardone.com.
Wait, let me make a note of that now.
Rocket. Okay, you guys grab the book. Innocence to
R-O-C-K.
Innocence.
From Innocence to Arrogance.
Okay, hey, I appreciate you, brother. Send it to me. See, there's
for me.
Read something, folks. Read anything right now, okay? As long as the story ends well, read it, okay? Stay away right now from the rumors and the gossip, and it's just not going to help anybody, okay? I mean, I don't know if G5 or 5G had anything to do with the virus. Like, all I can do is sign the petition and say, hey, let people talk about it freely, and then move on with my life. Understand the suspension of distributions. Wish it didn't happen, but yeah, trust me, DT. Let me invite. Let me see. Is it DT? People are like, I wish that.
She keeps coming for me.
She does.
It's scary. She's coming. She's coming.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm great. You know, weathering the storm and everything else, both in business and in personal life.
Are you going to be on the call today at noon?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'll go over that with you.
Yeah. And you know, I'd like to find out if you have something that would help me better understand the benefits on the real estate with the tax depreciation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I can capitalize on everything I can. And I read your little article, and I'm just trying to explore what books I might read on that.
Yeah. So, I'm not an accountant, right? And I'm not your accountant. So
yeah, I
understand.
understand.
Tell you what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
I wish I could talk more freely about it because I'm very opinionated about how to use depreciation.
Yeah.
And then, so I think you should sit down with your accountant. I just had a lady, we paid her $4 million. She had a $4 million tax bill. And because of her K1 that I sent her, she's been investing with me for about 2 years. Her accountant said, hey, your investments at Cardone Capital reduced your $3.9 million tax bill to $1.8 million.
Wow.
Saved her $2.1 million.
Yeah.
So you just need to be in communicate. You know, the K1 will say it all.
Yeah. No, I got the K1 and my CPA has it. and I have a call scheduled this week with them, but I'm just trying to read up before my meeting with them to better understand how I can take advantage of it.
There comes a point where you'll have more depreciation. You just got to figure out what's the right point of depreciation to get. I'm going to do an interview this week with JD Frost. He's on here right now. And we're going to be talking about things like how to get the SBA money, how much depreciation, your question, how much depreciation somebody can actually grab. JD Frost would be a good guy for you to talk to. He wouldn't charge you anything. He's a friend of mine. He does business with us. So I'll handle some of those questions today. Without knowing your situation, your income. How much have you invested with me?
1.2 million.
Yeah, good. You're going to get a big chunk.
Yeah, no, I got like 400,000 or so.
Yeah. And on the distributions, dude, all that money, we were only like 200,000 short this month of the money that we set aside for distributions. It's set aside. We just didn't send it out just in case.
Yeah, no, I
don't know how long this is going to go, right?
Understand.
So the prudent thing to do, look, it would have made it's a lot easier for me just to send everybody the money and say, I'll deal with. But I'm like, let me do the right thing. What would I do if it was just me involved? I would not distribute. And trust me, if you want the distribution, think about how bad I want it.
Oh, I hear you. It's the prudent thing to do. I get it.
Yeah. So I hate doing the tough thing. I'd always rather do the easy thing. Let my kids eat as much candy as they want. But
doing the right thing is the tough thing sometimes.
And most of the time,
discipline your kid.
Okay, I'll see you at noon.
All right, sir. Take care.
DT_Edwards. Follow him. DT_Edwards. There's a guy that you can tell, has got himself in a good situation in life. He's invested $1.2 million with me. He's asking questions. He wants to learn. He's like, tell me about the depreciation game. So many things that people never ask in here. It's unbelievable. The more successful people are, the better questions they ask. So I'll give you guys I'm looking for JD Frost right now. I'm looking for people that look for people in your life that are asking good questions that you're not considering. Talk about a game changer, man.
What's up, man?
Bro, did you hear that last question?
I didn't hear the whole entire question. What was he was just asking how much depreciation he could use? Yeah,
he wants to learn how to play that game to max out and reduce his tax bill and or get refunds, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on how much passive income he's getting from it. So as long as he's got that depreciation offsetting the passive income, then he's going to be able to take that. But if his passive income doesn't,
well, so in the case, let's say I distributed $72,000 to him,
he'd be able to wipe out all of that with the depreciation.
And I'm sure he's still listening right now. So I know I'm going to send him a K1 that says he's got a $120,000 loss. I'm just making up the number, but that's about what it is. So he won't pay income on his 72. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
And he would have 50,000 to carry forward.
Yep.
But with this new tax bill, can I go back to 19 and capture that as well?
Well, that's if you have losses, like total losses on your returns, that you can carry that back. So you wouldn't be able to carry back just that depreciation. That would roll forward with that investment moving forward. Because the passive, it doesn't operate the same way as your active losses. Yeah. So your active losses, like if you had a business and you lost $100,000, that's the loss you can carry back 5 years.
Okay, so this year, if I lose $100,000 in my business, I can carry that back.
You can carry that back to 2015. Well, if it's this year in 2020, you get to carry it back to 2015. That's what a lot of people.
But what does that mean, JD? Does that mean I get to actually go back and amend those files?
Yeah, you amend that tax return. That's what we're doing for a lot of people. So
and do I get to pull refunds then?
Yeah, that you actually get cash that way.
Dude, that's crazy. I want to get on your show and walk through this.
Yeah, because there's two ways to do it. There's that way that just came up in the CARES Act. But one thing we're doing for other people is helping them form a business and then take these deductions that they never thought they could
Yeah.
And we're going back and amending their prior 2 years tax returns. We call it the jump method. And so
Yeah.
that's what I want to talk to you, because it's like everybody can have their own personal stimulus by doing this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So let's say somebody got a Grant Cardone license this month.
Boom. So they had a business. So what we can do is we can go back 2 years and amend those returns for those business expenses that they didn't take before, and it would offset their W-2 income.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So they spend 50 grand to start a business. The business doesn't make any money. That's considered the loss.
That's considered the loss. Now, the thing you got to keep in mind, though, is that.
But you got to act like you're working a business. I mean, you need to work.
Well, we are working a business. We help you put together a business plan. We put together the whole business, and then we show you how to make money, because you need to make money 2 out of the last 5 years. So see, we only go back 2 years. So then we can show you how to make money in your business moving forward.
Yeah, because you don't want to just lose money to lose money.
No,
Yeah.
no. And
Good.
the IRS said allow you to do
Hey,
that.
send an email to Rock.
Yeah, I already got
Okay.
Steve and Rock on an email chain.
You're the man, dude. I love you,
Yeah,
man.
thank
Okay.
you.
Hey,
See you.
his name, by the way, guys, jdfrost.today. 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 These are great people for you guys to follow. Anytime I invite you in, introduce yourself, what you do, and when you leave, I'll tell everybody to follow you. So I'll do my best to hook you guys up. Somebody's saying, hey, my girlfriend's hot. Just more lies, guys. I don't have a girlfriend. I have a wife of 16 years, 2 kids. So did you give yourself a distribution this month? No, D Garden. I'm not. I wouldn't. Number one, I am the first investor in the company. And as I distribute to me, I distribute to others. Okay. They are literally like connected, meaning if I don't distribute to me, I can't distribute to others. So I don't get it. They don't get it. And we also suspended our management fees. Let's see. Any of you here that have a podcast and an audience, and you want to just open it up to everybody here to help you build your audience, email rock@grantcardone.com. People are asking about podcasts. When I come on their podcast, rock@grantcardone.com. Just tell her, hey, what the size of your audience is, how long you've been doing it, and what topic do you want? Okay, the haircut. A lot of people asking about the haircut. Okay. Something I do not recommend is trying to cut your own hair. This was a boredom act from the quarantine. Okay, so any of you that did not, if you're an investor at Cardone Capital and you did not get an invite, to today's 12 o'clock meeting, we have some great news to share with our investors, some really, really good news. You should have been sent an email, but if you didn't get an email, text 305-407-0276. 305-407-0276, I think is the number. Somebody cuts their own hair. That's awesome. That's great, man. I wish I could cut my own hair, but I can't. I need the sides taken in now a little bit. I got to figure out what to do with this mess now, but somebody said the other day, dude, you got more confidence. Anybody can walk around with that bad a haircut. It is very self-assured. Spas are closed for a while. Yeah, that's awful, man. By the way, I think the gyms are going to open up here in 2 weeks. I think they're going to allow the gyms to open up. CJ says I look stupid. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You're awesome. Let's see. Grant, would you invest in Panama? Yeah, probably not right now. America is going to be the best place to invest money in right now. We're creating an opportunity fund right now. It's going to be I think it's going to be probably $100 million fund for accredited and it's going to be straight out hardcore opportunity stuff where I'm going out finding stuff that's in trouble. We have 3 deals we're looking at right now. I'm going to be looking at a deal this afternoon. Color my hair pink. That's a great idea. America is going to be an awesome place for real estate investing. There's certain real estate that will not work in this environment, maybe forever. But 2008, 9, 2010, 2011, if you'd have been buying real estate, you'd have got rich. But you had to be focused on a certain kind of real estate. There's people that bought in the last 3 years, they're going to be in trouble. Do I think REITs go up and down housing prices when inflation comes? I think REITs are going to continue to get jerked off with the stock market. And that's why I hate REITs. I also don't like REITs because I can't take depreciation. A lot of people don't understand, man. They're like, "Oh, I'm liquid in my REIT." Yeah, but you don't get depreciation. I want depreciation. I want to be able to write off my income against the depreciation of the property. I want my property, my investment. I want my investment to be backed by real assets, not by a piece of paper or stock. Okay, so again, I came on today to tell you two things. CardoneU.com is free. If you know somebody out of work, lost their job, there's 12 videos in there, how to get your dream job in 72 hours. It is absolutely free. There's nothing to pay. You go there, you create an account for yourself. You can use the video, as well as we give you access to another 1,500 videos for free. This is a program we sell to companies for $20,000 and $30,000 a year. You can have it right now for free. Okay, you have it for free for 30 days, and then decide whether you want to keep it or not keep it. 10X rule. The 10X rule was just created on full video, 5 hours of video. You can get it for $1. Okay, for CardoneU, the job, how to get a job in 72 hours, the website is CardoneU.com, CardoneU.com, CardoneU.com. If you want the 10X rule in video, I read it to you, you get the audio, it sits on your phone, full video, 5 hours, binge on it. Binge on the 10X rule. Thing is sick, okay? 5 hours, I read the entire thing, I talk about how to use it. The 10X rule is why people know me today. It's why I am where I am. Before I did the 10X rule, I didn't have a jet, didn't have 8,000 apartments, didn't have all these businesses. I was not doing the way I'm doing right now. So the website is grantcardone.com/10X. Kevin Hine, CardoneU got it. Okay, appreciate you, brother. Okay, guys. Hope this finds you well. Help out now, man. Be positive right now. Hang in there right now. Do what you can to help other people. You got something you can help people with, give it to them right now. Help them, support them, communicate, be positive. Let's pull for everybody. Quit pulling against each other. Pull for each other, okay? God bless you. Be great. And remember, you're never going to get where you want to get dragging somebody else down. Never happened in the history of the world. God bless.